Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with Mark Rycroft, our favorite guest, that we're hopefully going to have on a lot more since we're getting closer to playoffs. Now, we've been talking about this. Getting that feel. Yeah. We've been talking about this a lot, Riker. Once you win, once you get to the mountaintop, the regular season is tough to kind of get through. How does this team manage that to still be ready?
I think that's the trickiest part.
Yeah.
Because now that you've been there, you climbed the mountain, as you've said, you got players that know how to perform under big pressure. I'll go back to the quote that Joe Sakic said to me when I was playing back with the Avs. We're at like game 58. Joe was just always so chill and relaxed. And one day at practice, he goes, you know, Rykes, I can't wait till the real season starts. So once those guys have done it, I think the season becomes more of, how do you want to say, kind of build yourself up so that you're at your peak at playoffs. You know, you don't want to be peaking at game 60.
Yeah.
You don't want to give all you got just to finish a certain place in the standings when perhaps it doesn't make that big a difference. And 2 years ago, the Avs were healthy, prepared, and ready. Last year, they went into that playoffs on crutches.
Yeah.
They won the division title, but just had no gas left, and injuries and a few unfortunate things. So I don't know if there's an exact recipe to it, but I think in their minds, they know when to push and when that's good enough kind of thing.
That feels like it's a learning curve, because I feel like at the start of last season, I remember I asked Jared Benner, are you going to load manage? And I thought he was going to kick me out the room, right? You know, like, what are you talking about? But it was really hard. We could see throughout that season. Yet they're not load managing this year, I guess. What do you think they learned from last year that has made them better prepared this year?
Well, the big thing is the schedule. So last year going to Finland, Avs were playing catch up the whole season. And in April, I think we had, I'm going to really guess here, but about 7 games and 13 days to finish, or 14. This year, the Avs have 4 games their last 10 days of the season.
Wow.
So the Avs have played as many games as anybody in the NHL.
Yeah.
So just by luck, you could say, the end of the season gives a lot of natural rest. So for that reason, I don't think you'll see load management. You won't need it. They're going to have that end of the year to really give guys some serious rest, and they're going to slam right into the playoffs off of that.
I love it. Well, of course, we got the trade deadline coming up. There's questions. Should the Avs acquire anybody, Riker?
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
There's certainly, you know, Chris McFarland and Joe Sakic aren't going to make a splash just to make a splash.
Sure.
You know, looks good for the fans. Like, hey, fans, we love you, but sometimes we're going to do what's best for you, and you don't even know it. And that might be nothing. Adding Zach Parise was brilliant. Zach Parise could still be a top 6 guy.
Okay.
Now, if he is, that means we may have had an injury or two. But, boy, you watch him play, and he's got the gusto, the jam, scored 430 career goals. He knows what he's doing. And then the Roaring 20s line be right below that, right, with Colton, O'Connor, and Wood.
Yeah.
The depth of this team, how stacked it is. Are you healthy come game 1 of the playoffs?
Yeah.
It really does come down to that. You need a little bit of luck and guys taking care of themselves.
I think one big question since Gabe Landeskog stepped away, for lack of a better term, has been, it felt like almost the heart got ripped out of this team. The leadership, whatever you want to say. There are people that say this team's just not the same without Gabe. Where do you fall on that?
There's no way a team can be the same without Gabe Landeskog in the lineup.
Sure.
Right? Your captain, your emotional leader, he holds presence. Without Gabe, there's a bunch of guys that will lead, but not that individual captain that he has been since he was 18 years old, right? So can he come back? We hope so. Will he? We have no idea. Can the team win it without him? Absolutely. And I think you called it a learning curve. I think they got through that learning curve last year. So if Gabe's not going to be there come game 1 of the playoffs, they're going to know how to react and how to handle that. But it's great seeing him skate. It's great having him around. And we're just praying to the healing gods that everything comes together.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yes.
All right, when you look at the league this year, it's kind of interesting. It does feel a little bit wide open. Who do you think is the Avs' kind of biggest challenges along the way?
There are probably 8 teams that have an honest chance of winning. I don't remember having 0 favorites like this before. The Avs healthy are the clear favorite.
Okay.
The surprise team of the West is Vancouver.
Yeah.
Right? Rick Tocchet. Then we lost Adam Foote as the assistant coach, doing a brilliant job there. They're number 1 in the NHL, maybe number 2 right now. Dallas is always a threat. The Jets came out of nowhere to be a threat. It looked like the Edmonton Oilers were going to be done. Then they won 16 in a row. So those are all threats. However, the Avs beat the Oilers in 4 straight on their cup here. We thought that was going to be a Game 7 deal.
Oh, yeah.
But this year, more than any, I think it's as wide open. This is because of salary cap. You have teams that have everybody's got a hole. It's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because you can't fill it because you only got so much bread to work with.
Yeah.
So I think this year's playoffs, I'm going to say this every year.
Yeah.
Going to be the best ever.
Best one.
But adding Vancouver Canucks to the mix, they weren't in the playoffs last year. I think that's kind of a little secret sauce. Are they going to actually still be this good in the playoffs? Or are they all just going to panic? And
we're going to find out.
I know. So we can't get there fast enough this time of year, but the fun of the hockey season, it's about to hit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the sun gets good. We got to get some tans going here. Flex the muscles a little.
Okay.
Buy some tries.
And the mullet's coming back.
The mullet.
Which means the Avs are winning, is what this means.
That's the good luck charm. At least I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to look like a donkey for everybody out there just so we can win.
See, it's for the cause. So
I'm all about the cause.
And Avs faithful thanks you for it. Mark Rycroft, always such a treat when you come on the show. We hope to have you on again before things get a little too crazy.
I'm ready all the time. I'm ready.
And where can everybody catch you? For the game, after the game? Give us the whole.
Oh, well, if you come down to 136, that's where the pregame set is.
There you go.
And that's for me, Johnny Lyles, Johnny Mitchell, Jan Stasny, Kyle Keefe will be there. You name it. Now Connor McGahey, we got him on TV.
Hour before puck drop.
Come on down and say hi to us. We like taking all the pictures we can at that time.
I love it. Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Can't wait to have you on again.
You're the best. Thank you.
You are. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.